Hi, everyone. Okay, so this message is a bit different than usual, but clearly it's meant for somebody. If you are struggling with addiction, this message is for you. This could be drinking, this could be drugs, this could be any type of vice that is kind of getting you through life right now, I guess you could say. It's keeping you stuck, right? And I think you're okay with that right now. I think you are enjoying the feeling of feeling nothing at times. Life can be extremely overwhelming, right? Multitasking queen or king, whoever you are. It's like you have so much on your plate. In your job, in your career, at home, if you have kids, it's almost like you have no time for yourself. And in order to get through the day, especially when you're just going through a rough patch, right? Maybe you're really stressed out at work. Maybe you're arguing with your partner a lot. Like you're just trying to get through the day every day, and your way of doing that is to kind of numb yourself. Or not kind of, to numb yourself, right? And that's what's getting you through it. Just numbing yourself, numbing your mind, kind of pretending like everything's okay, and knowing that you have that feeling to rely on, because that is easier than quitting and being faced with yourself and your reality and what you're truly feeling. Because once you're not numb anymore, you really have to look at yourself, right? That's when all of the real feelings come out and you're forced to feel the emotions that you don't want to feel, right? And that's not fun, especially when you're just trying to keep up appearances in a way. It's like, whether this is with friends, family, your coworkers, it's like you're just trying to keep up appearances. You're just trying to be okay for the people around you. That's honestly what it feels like. It's like if it was up to you, you would be chilling on vacation somewhere. Like you would be totally fine if you were just isolated somewhere off in the distance by yourself, but that's not your reality right now. It's like you're not only it's like you're not taking care of yourself, you're taking care of everybody else around you. It's like you have so many responsibilities that come before you. You have zero time to take care of yourself. And because of that, it's like that's what's forcing you into this need to numb yourself, right? To get through it, because it's like you're so burnt out that you have no energy to give to yourself, and you're pushing through it like a warrior. Like, you're getting everything done. You're pretending like you're fine. You go to work, you're meeting your deadlines. Maybe you're a mother. You're taking care of your kids. You're getting everything done that needs to be done, except for what you need, right? Nobody is taking care of you. And there was There was a message of getting sober. Maybe right now you are trying to get sober. You're trying to take care of yourself more, take out time to maybe go to the gym, right? Maybe do like yoga, like trying to sit in that stillness and just trying to clear your head. It's like you are trying to get healthier if you are, or maybe you're just thinking about it or trying to get to a place where you can take more care of yourself. But there was the feeling of, or the message of getting sober, or at least creating boundaries with your vices and cutting back a little bit. If you aren't mentally able to fully quit cold turkey, then the message is that you need to cut back, because this addiction is or will affect your work. It will affect your relationships, your work relationships, your personal relationships, your relationship with your kids, if you have kids. And way down the line, it's going to affect the relationship you have with yourself, and also just obviously your physical health. It's going to affect you physically, and it affects your mental chemistry over time. So it affects every single aspect of you, and that is something that I'm sure you're aware of, but truthfully, it doesn't feel like you care, because you're just trying to get through your life right now. Like, you're just trying to get through it with everything on your plate. Like these vices are just helping you calm down in the way that you need to, like, maybe go to sleep. Maybe this is like sleeping pills or something, and it's just the one thing that like quiets your mind enough for you to go to bed at night. And it's just something that you feel that you really need to just go on, you know? And that's fully understandable. But the message was to either, you know, work on getting sober, or at least try cutting back, because the future message was that it's going to affect you in all areas and aspects of your life, including your personal relationships. A big emphasis on the relationships you have with your children, if you have children. Because they witness it, right? You know, if you are their role model, and their role model is numbing themselves, right? And that is the energy that you're giving off, that you're just not able to take care of yourself. That's going to impact the people around you, especially the people who look up to you the most, right? If you are drinking too much, if you're smoking too much, like that's, you may not realize that it's affecting the people in your home, but it does. And that was the biggest message. And I'm not saying that it would lead you to being alone, but there was a huge emphasis on it will deeply affect the relationships that you have with the people around you, even if you don't realize that right now. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. So it's just, change isn't easy, but a change needs to be made, you know? And yes, that is not easy, but once you realize that this is, because if it doesn't matter to you right now that it's affecting you physically and mentally, maybe if you switch your mindset into realizing that it is affecting the way that people view you, their relationship with you in the present moment and in the future reality, hopefully that's enough for you to want to make a change, right? If not for you, do it for the people around you. And kids. There was a huge emphasis on kids. Like, do it for your kids. If not for you, do it for your kids. Because it's affecting your kids. If you're coming home every day and you're not in the right frame of mind, if drinking or smoking or whatever it is, whatever vice that you have, is affecting your moods. Maybe you're like extremely moody. Maybe certain things anger you in ways that they didn't before. Maybe you're acting out in ways that you didn't before. Maybe you're projecting all of these emotions onto your kids or onto your partner, onto your family members, whoever these people are. They can see that you're not doing well. I don't know if you know that. Like, they can tell that you're unwell. They just don't know how to help you because it's clear that you aren't fully ready to help yourself. So they don't even know how to approach the topic, it seems like, because it almost seems like you've been doing this for a really long time. Maybe people are just used to you acting like this. And you don't want it to get to the point where people finally realize that maybe they can't be around you anymore. As sad as that is, but I just see this really affecting the relationships that you have with especially your family members. Just the way that they view you, especially if you're not willing to get better, because they want to see you be happy. They just want to see you be happy. Maybe you take on these responsibilities not because you're being asked to, but because you feel like you need to. Seems like the people around you are very grateful for you. However, if you ask them for help, they would be willing to help you. Like, you don't need to carry it all on your shoulders by yourself. You can take time out for yourself, and you can ask people for help. Asking people for help is not a sign of weakness. Whoever you are, that is not a sign of weakness. People will show up for you if you ask them to. You're allowed to enjoy yourself and your time. Take time out for yourself. Go to the beach, Take yourself on a trip. Just spend time alone, because the Queen of Cups, like, you're a very empathetic, intuitive, sweet person. Like, you could be a mother. You could be a single mother, You care very deeply for the people in your life, and it's just like you've been on go mode for so long, thinking that you have to do it all, and you don't. Especially when you're slowly killing yourself, like, to put it bluntly. Nobody wants to see you like that. Yeah, it's like you need to ask for help. Help me. Ask for help. That is not a sign of weakness. Even if you need to ask your children for help, like helping out around the house, having them take on more responsibility. That's what a family is, right? We all contribute. That is okay. And also, I see this, if this is about kids, I see it almost as like the child almost asking for help, or just the people in your life. It's, if you are seeing this as what, a POV? Yeah, a POV. It's like, this is the kind of environment that you're almost creating for the people around you. And once you put that into perspective, that might actually help you make a change, right? And the last message was doing it for the plot, which is so random, but it's like, it's almost like you're doing all of this. You're a multitasking queen, burdened by her own excellence, because you feel like that's what you need to be doing. It's like if you are a mom, like you're working full time and you're a mom, you're just trying to do it all for the plot. Like, because you feel like you have to. Maybe you feel like that's just your purpose in life. Like that's your purpose. That's, like this is what you need to be doing. I have to do this because this is what a mother does. I have to do this because this is what a corporate job requires, And sure, totally. But also, when you reach a dead end, you have to take time out and take care of yourself, especially when you're continuously hurting yourself and the people around you. I know this message is like really deep, but it's clearly coming out for, a reason. But that was the last message, was you're just doing it for the plot. Like, you're just chugging along. Like, I think that's the saying. You're just going along, chugging along. Just not knowing when to stop, how to stop. You're doing it because you feel like this is your duty, like this is your responsibility to take care of everybody around you. And, that's lovely and all, but when it slowly starts to affect your work and your relationships, I sound like a broken record, but when it's affecting your relationships, when it's affecting your kids, the people closest to you, you got to make a change. You have to make a change to get back in touch with yourself. It's like you've lost yourself through it all. Trying to be like a super mom, trying to be a super dad, trying to be a superhero, whoever you are. Stop, because very random, there could be somebody coming in, or if this is your partner, this is just another confirmation that it's affecting your partner, Not to say that you're a selfish person, but it's just a message of take a second and look at the way that people are responding to you. Take a second and realize the way that people are looking at you when you speak to them. Do they look happy? Do they look sad? And maybe once you start realizing your effect on people, you'll realize that people actually care about you and they will show up for you if you ask them to. And that you cannot take your anger and frustration out on people without the consequence of them maybe walking away, or just the way that they will view you throughout the years and the way that they will remember you when they are older. And if this is a partner, or if this is a new love coming in, then that is just another message for you to truly figure this out and get yourself together, you know? Because you do not want to scare off another person or push somebody away because you don't have the mental capacity to even be with somebody or give yourself to somebody in the way that they need, you know? And I know that's easier said than done, but you are not doing this for the plot. This is your life. These are your relationships. These are people who truly care about you, you know? So a change needs to be made, even if it is a tiny change. A change needs to be made. And that was a very different type of read, but hopefully that helps somebody out there. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Bye.